Peace and blessings. This is your girl, Queen, live with another Soulspiration. Whew, a beautiful day, ATL, Georgia. That's where I am, guys. It's been a minute since we did the last Soulspiration, actually a week, like 2 days now. Another snow day for me. So here I am. The universe is providing and making way for me to still do my Soulspirations throughout a busy week. When you have great intention set forth, the universe will answer. So, how are you doing? I pray that you are blessed. We are yet in another day of 2018. I don't have my glasses on right now because I'm going to look cute, but I'll put them on if I need to see. So, for everyone who has joined, I want to say peace, love, and light. And you are here with me for another Soulspiration. I want to talk about divine soul encounters. In this life, we meet a whole lot of people, and a lot of people play significant roles in our lives. And, people come and people go in your life. But there's family, who's usually always around for most people. There's friends, long-time lasting friends that you may have through school, through work, what have you. There's colleagues, co-workers, and then there's those people that you encounter in a different way, whether it be a romantic relationship or just an intriguing encounter. Now you say to me, Queen, what's the difference? Well, let me tell you. There are those that we encounter in life. I'll use myself for an example. With you right now, you'll come across some people in your life that you connect with, maybe through a friend or directly. But those people, they touch you in a place that is undescribable. It's almost as if when you speak to them through verbal communication, that you are speaking to their soul. And in that moment, you might not realize it. Maybe later on, after the conversation, you'll give it a thought. Like, what was that? Because your higher self at that point is then reminding you that something sparked in that interaction, in that encounter with that soul that you just conversated with. That's the difference between just coming in contact with somebody, having an interaction or conversation, and the difference of vibrating with a soul, a woke soul, I should say that. We all have souls, but all we are we all aware? Are we aware of the consciousness of this earth? We are living in a living organism. How many times have you ever thought about that? The earth breathes. It drinks. It feels. It's alive. So, anyway, I kind of got off a little bit, but I'll straight back to where I was. Divine soul encounters. Some people, like I said, that you come across in life, your soul speaks to you. Just like I speak to you. I am not the average person. Let's get that clear. I'm as weird can get, if you want to use the word weird. But I don't like to use that word. I like to use eccentric. So I'm as eccentric as eccentric can get. So if you come across an eccentric or eclectic soul being like me, that's not something you just forget. It's not something you don't reflect on later on in life. We all are unique in our own way. We're individuals. So, of course, we all have a special thing about us, each and every one of us. But some of us are chosen to do certain things while we're alive in this earth realm. We're chosen to awaken other beings. What I mean by that is when we conversate with them, when we interact with them, there'll be a spark. We have to send off some kind of energy so that the persons that we encounter or that we speak to can recognize the gift that is in us. Because that gift is serving a purpose. It's serving a purpose of awakening them and even awakening some things in us. Because we're all one and we're all connected and intertwined in some aspect, in some way. It's about whether or not we actually realize that we are. See a lot of people chiming in. So I'm going to put my glasses on so I can see. Hello, everyone. Hello to you all, showing love, peace, and blessings. Taking them back off because I want to look cute. But yeah, for real, guys, those soul encounters, they're real and divine. And there are going to be some people that come into your life that are simply there to teach you lessons. Really. But sometimes the lesson that is being taught is so, I can't even think of the word for it, so profound. And it's something that you may need or may have needed so much that you may begin to take your eyes off of the actual gift that you are receiving and put your eyes on the one who brought the gift. Like I said, traveling back, soul encounters, divine encounters, meeting that person, meeting someone like me, who's eccentric, who's eclectic, who's been chosen to spark you in a way that you've never been sparked. It could be anyone in your life, actually. It could be a mother, a brother, a sister, a father, a cousin, aunt, an uncle, a niece, a nephew, a grandfather, a grandmother, an auntie, an uncle. It can be anybody. It could be a lover. It could be a girlfriend, a boyfriend, a husband, a wife, a confidant, a colleague. It could be anybody. It really depends upon the person you've encountered and where and when you've encountered them. You ever had deja vu before? A lot of people like to think that deja vu is not real or it's just a figment of their imagination. Well, throughout my life experiences in the latter years, I've realized that deja vu is a memory and an experience that is intricately woven. I can't even get that word out. Excuse me. Woven into our soul. It's like DNA. You know how they said we have all these DNA cells in our bodies, physical being, physical body. Okay, so that DNA of the soul has some deja vu moments in it. Check that out. So you encounter this person who has a soul, and it's really a soul connection, and that you are triggered by their vibrations because there's a place within you that's already been intricately woven within your soul DNA that when you come into contact with this person and this being, there'll be a spark. And when that happens, oh, your life begins to unfold in ways that you didn't know it could. So, what do? I'll tell you what I did. I learned to open up. And not just because I wanted to, but because the universe had already spoken it for me. The universe said, you've been going high for quite some time, awakening, meditating, speaking life to your brothers and sisters, learning much about yourself, your creator. Now it's time to go higher. So when that happened to me, I said, okay, let's go. Divine soul encounters. You can have many different kinds, but there are those that really are life-changing, transforming, triggering, and intriguing. They're there to serve a great purpose. One of the greatest purposes of your life. They're there to awaken you, to take you to a higher height, a greater place within yourself, so you can see who you really, truly are. I'll give some people another example for the sake of simplicity. Have you ever had a crush, celebrity crush? Or you just like the celebrity so much that you would just do whatever to meet them? Like, I want to meet them so bad. Well, for some people, that actually happens in life. And for some people, it never happens. But I look at that scenario like this. If you already have it in your mind, in your soul, and in your being, that one day, you, that celebrity, cross paths. And it just so happens that one day actually happens. What are you going to take that experience as? Is it just a thought in the whim? Or, I mean, I use that as an example, but it could be anything. It could be that you finally met the CEO of the big corporation that you always wanted to meet, or, anything of that nature. Just put your heart on it, put your mind to it, put your soul in it. Whatever that might be for you. Anything about that. So when you actually encounter that celeb or that thing, when you realize that you have the power within your mind to make things happen, like you just willed it and thought it into existence, and nothing kept you from it. When you realize that, you realize the power that you have within yourself. You awaken on a whole nother level. Some people will get this and some people won't. It's okay. I'm meeting you where you are, wherever you may be, because that's where I am. And I've said this before, and I'll say it again. I'm thankful for the platform that the universe has given me. I'm thankful for those who support me, for those who love me. I'm thankful for those who are existing for the very existence of me. Because I was created to exude love, to exude gifts, so that they might receive and that they might be able to give to someone else. So I hope you get it. I hope you understand. If you are seeing me right now and you've never had anything or experienced anything that I've spoken of within this Soulspiration, being a divine soul encounter, consider you're having one right now. Just sit. It's your moment. Feel the energy, feel the vibrations, and know that there's something awakening in you. I'll be the first to spark the flame, but there'll come many more behind me. That's what we are to each other in life, guys. We are all interlinked, intertwined, connecting with each other, affecting each other, whether we realize it or not. But we do. And once we realize that we do and how much we do, maybe we can make more of a conscious effort to do the right thing with that connection, with that power, with that vibration, with that energy. You ever just sit in the quiet and listen? Just stop in the still of the day and just listen. We are so sometimes allowing the world and cares of this world to take us away from the very essence of life. The essence of life is to live life abundantly, to connect with the universe, to connect with the atmosphere, the nature, the things that we can't see with the natural eye, the things that we can only see with our third eye. But we were created to experience what it's like in the human aspect. That doesn't mean that we have to forget that we are truly spirit and soul. So, some of us, in that soul DNA that I talked about earlier, we recognize our gifts, we accept the call to share, and then we have to journey ourselves. We got our own stuff in our own journey. That don't mean we got to stop doing the work that we're supposed to be doing. I like to think of myself as a light. I'm connected to the source of life that gives light, and I do God's work. Light worker. There's so many other labels, titles that could be associated with my gifts, my being, and my soul, and who I am. But whatever I am to you, that's what I'll be. So, I'm going to put my glasses on for a second so I can actually see the comments or if anybody said anything. If I can find my glasses. There they are. And I'm just going to ponder for a second and see, like, do you guys have questions? Do you want to say anything to me? Hi, people. Hey, everyone. I want to say blessings to all again. To all who have said hello, who have joined in or chimed in, whatever you have. Just a little soapbox thing for a second. Let me take my glasses back off. I really don't like the way I look in them on this camera. Although I am beautiful, yes I am. But in Kenya, Soulspirations are going to be coming to you live more often and more frequently. I got books I'm working on, you guys. Got so much in store this year. 2018 is going to be the best. You can order a calendar from me. Look me up, Queen Kenya Inspirations on PayPal.com. Make a payment to me of $15 and I will send you out my very own signature calendar with original quotes by yours truly. Yeah. Excuse me. I thank you guys for supporting me. I'm gonna look into doing some live spoken word. I consider myself a poet because I read when I get on stage and I perform. I have not quite memorized none of my pieces. So I call myself a poet because I like it better that way. A spoken word artist is more of one who's dramatic and memorized their stuff. Yeah. I bless them and more power to them. They are just as creative as myself, but even greater because of the memorization and dramatics that they put into their gift. So shout out to all the spoken word artists and the poets like me. Okay, back to the topic of this Soulspiration, and I'm gonna wrap it up in a minute. I hope you guys get stuff from this. I don't be trying to spook nobody out for real. I just be wanting to share what's given to me when it's given. And I think it's really important that people know um, that every soul that you encounter is not for your good. But there are soul encounters, divine soul encounters that are really for your good, and they're there to help you, and you do have more than it's like a domino effect. But there'll be some that are more touching than others. And when those persons come to your life, when those souls come, they come to teach you a lesson. They come to teach you more about yourself, to be a mirror for you, to bring out the better qualities in you. Not that those qualities aren't there, it's just that you may not have realized that they are. And so that person can come into your life just to reflect and show you who you are and remind you of who you truly are. And, these kind of things often happen when people are ready. You might not think you're ready. But if you've ever encountered anything like this, or you have, or you think you have, whether or not you felt that you were ready to go to the next level in your life, you were. Your soul was ready. That's the other thing that I would deem so important for us, for people of color like me, my brown sisters and brothers. It's so important for us to connect with ourselves on a greater level now, and really get to know who we are, within our soul, our inner soul beings, our higher selves. Aligning chakras, meditating. It's all important, guys. The world would have us to think that it's not, but it's who we truly are. We're spiritual beings, soul beings, in a fleshly body. How could you come here and forget who you are? That's just like me, or someone who looks like me, realizing that they're in America, but they really came from somewhere else, but they want to forget about that place. Y'all know where we come from. We know where our ancestors come from. We aren't really Americans. Just call us that because we were born here. That's not what we are. Just like we aren't really humans. They just call us that because we're born here. Anyway, I'm going to sound crazy to somebody, but somebody going to get me today. We are soul beings. Soul, spiritual beings. And we got powers, y'all. I'm going to keep telling y'all this till y'all get it. Somebody's going to be like, yes, we do. Yes, we do. We have powers. Supernatural powers. And the way to tap into those powers is by meditating, spending time with yourself, turning the TV off, disconnecting from social media. Yeah, you got me on social media. But do realize I get on here like once a week with these lives. I'm not on here all the time, guys. Facebook has become the life of some of us in a way that it shouldn't be. Just use it for the tool that it is. Don't let it dictate your life. Don't let it rule you. You rule it. And that's with any social media app or device or whatever you want to call these things. But anyway, I hope that my rambling and sharing gets you and hits you in a way, in a place where it makes a difference. Much love to all my family and friends who always show forth support. Um, if you have missed this Soulspiration, it's okay. If you're on here just coming on because it's about to end, just watch the replay. It's all good. Soul encounters. Yes, divine soul encounters. Pay attention in your life, guys, because they happen. And when they happen, you need to be aware. Sparks are flying. An awakening is happening within you. The universe is trying to get your attention because it's time for you to vibrate higher. Yes. And the higher you go, the more your gift will exude and come out of you. The more of your purpose of life will be lived. Yeah. So, shout out to the universe once again for giving me another day off. Snowing in ATL, you know how they get when it snows in ATL. It's like a snowstorm. It's really not like that, but that's the way they treat it every time because they're not prepared for the road. And so schools shut down and stores close up shop. You know, you have people like me who take this time that the universe has given us to reflect. We realize what these times are for. They're for reflection. They're for connecting. They're for awakening, for sitting still and being aware in the moment. For taking on the essence of the air, the earth, and breathing, honey. Yes. It's so good to be alive and to be woke. So, if you haven't checked me out on Facebook, I do have a page, Queen Kenya. I put quotes, motivational, inspirational quotes on my pages from time to time. I post these videos. I'm going to be working on a book of poetry and another novel. I need to finish up soon. But I'm just doing what I do, guys. I'm using the gifts that the Creator and the universe have given to me within this soul being of mine, and operating through this flesh vessel that I've been given on these technical platforms. Social media is a hoot. It's very purposeful and meaningful when you do things like this with it, and it helps you to bring a message to the people. So, yeah. I hope you guys are having a blessed day. What day is this? Today is what? Wednesday? I think it is. Yeah, it's Wednesday. Having a blessed Wednesday. Wonderful Wednesday. Yes, it's a good day to sit in quiet and reflect. I hope you guys can hear my music. It always makes my live so much better. I did this live from a laptop and picture's clear. I like it. It's pretty cool. I don't know if you can hear my music. But if you can't hear my music, then that probably kind of makes it really sound crazy. But hopefully you can hear. Anyways, it's been real and I appreciate it. I've almost done like 30 minutes. Cool. That's like the longest time I've ever done on Facebook Live. Didn't know I could talk that much. Really, I didn't. It's your girl, Queen Kenya, live with another Soulspiration. Thank you, universe. Thank you, soul beings. Thank you to all who's ever encountered me in life. those encounters made me who I am today. Check that out. I've had a lot of encounters too, believe me. I love you guys. Peace, love, and light. I'm going. This has been Queen Kenya with your latest Soulspiration on divine encounters, soul divine encounters, and the importances of them, and how we should always be aware and on the lookout and preparing for that moment. I hope you got a good word today. Until next time, peace, love, and light. Bye, guys.